Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, that Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. So my part bring you another news, and the headline reads: IPA speaks on a designation of a temporary protected status to Nigerians in the United States, makes a demand. Before we continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. And if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. So my people, Samaneba speaks on the designation of a temporary protected status on to Nigerians in the US, makes a demand. So here is the news: a popular Biafra agitator and a separatist, Samaneba, has reacted to the call by the United States Congress members to designate temporary protected status to Nigerians over ranging insecurity in Nigeria. In a statement on Thursday, the self-styled Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Brigi, disclosed that the insecurity faced by the Igbos in Nigeria is enough reason to designate TPS to Nigerians in the United States. A letter dated May 9, 2023, signed by 23 members of the U.S. Congress and addressed to the Secretary of U.S. Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, requested for the protection of Nigerian nationals currently in the States by designating Nigeria for temporary protected status. In perspective, TPS is an immigration law which allows immigrants from countries with unsafe conditions to reside and work legally in the United States. On this backdrop, Eba stated that Igbos are unsafe in Nigeria and noted that the U.S. decision to designate Nigerians TPS is a welcome development. He noted that the situation further justified the demand for a peaceful referendum by Biafrans. The Finland-based lawyer appealed that the U.S. should consider its request for a peaceful referendum of the Igbo nation from Nigeria. Earlier, Brigi wrote a letter to U.S., EU, UK, and the International Criminal Court appealing for a peaceful exit from Nigeria. We wish to inform the United States government through the U.S. Congress that the indigenous people of Biafra, old eastern region of Nigeria, have been living under the existential threat of destruction in Nigeria since 1966, and living conditions have recently worsened. Hence, the Biafran people want the United States government to designate temporary protected status to Nigerians because of indigenous people of Biafra resolved to exit Nigeria through a peaceful and a bloodless referendum. The Nigerian government is hunting down indigenous people of Biafra all over Nigeria. Any indigenous person of Biafra coming into Nigeria from abroad will be profiled, picked up from the airport, harassed, intimidated, put into captivity in any dungeon chosen by terrorists in government uniforms, and extrajudicially killed for no reason known to any civil law. Appeal to the United States government to hasten the designation. Nigeria has to have temporary protected status to enable dynamic law-abiding people of Biafra remain wherever they are present, because any attempting to return to Nigeria will amount to coming into harm's way or death. Biafrans occupying the territories of the southeastern region of Nigeria, estimated at over 75 million people, some living in Nigeria and others dispersed worldwide, with many in America contributing to America's prosperity. Biafra existed as an independent nation from 1966 to 1970, when Nigeria and its allies fought and held Biafrans into Nigeria into 1970. In 1970, the Biafra Republic government in exile, Brigi, of the indigenous people of Biafra, is established to undertake the political and administrative governance of the nation of Biafra from outside the Biafran territory. The Brigi undertakes diplomatic and foreign relationships, arrangements and agreements, negotiations and pacts with other countries and interest organizations of the world on behalf of the Biafran people. They are to be accorded all diplomatic privileges as due to any government official of their respective level. Through their government in exile, Biafrans are requesting support from the United States of America and its citizens to assist Biafrans' peaceful exit from Nigeria. After the Nigerian-Biafran War in 1970, which was necessitated by social injustice and tribal rivalry. The federal government of Nigeria implemented an unwritten policy to keep Biafra land undeveloped and its people poor. The federal government of Nigeria shut down seaports in Biafra land before 1960. There are no functional seaports, no functional international airports, no electricity, no running water, and no good roads in Biafra land, making it difficult, if not impossible, for the indigenous people of Biafra to stay in their ancestral homeland, to do any meaningful or profitable business. It has led to the immigration of Biafrans from rural to urban areas in Nigeria, including other cities worldwide. We wish to remind you that Frederick Lugard's amalgamation of the southern and the northern protectorate of what is today Nigeria, which was established in 1914, was to last for 100 years. 100 years have expired. We wish to remind you also that the amalgamation agreement that merged Nigeria into one country was for the sole interest of the British Crown, without any consideration for the welfare and development of the indigenous people. The amalgamation agreement of 1914 stated that after 100 years, any tribe, group, or region that did not want to continue in the Union would be free to exit the union called Nigeria. The year 2023 makes that amalgamation agreement 109 years. So by implication, the amalgamation agreement has expired. The amalgamation agreement is binding, and Nigeria should and must be renegotiated, and the freedom granted to groups that wish to exit the Nigerian Union, especially Biafrans. Nigeria comprises several nation-states, distinct and parallel with dangerous diversity. There is no similarity or commonality between the people of the South and the Northern Protectorate. Hence, the amalgamation is very selfishly and wickedly conceived and implemented. This explains why it was hurriedly signed into law without consultation with the indigenous people. Since the British imposed amalgamation, there has been a constant rift between the tribes. Each tribe is suspicious of the others, and each fight to dominate the others. Nigeria has not progressed because the relationship between the tribes have remained cantankerous and pugnacious. Biafrans are being killed recklessly in Nigeria today like no other time in Nigerians' history. The Biafran people have a credible fear of death. In 2016, more than 160 Biafran youths were shot down in cold blood at Ngwa High School, Aba. The army declared Operation Python Dance 1 and 2 and went to home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and they killed over 50 Biafran youth there, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped assassination by the Whiskers. The army went to Ozowani in Enugu State and massacred over 100 Biafran youth, repeating the same at Ehemefu, Izombe, and Aguleri. Just before the recently concluded general election in Nigeria, about 40 people were shot in cold blood in Abia State when some unarmed youth marched to the street to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who the Nigerian government is holding captive even when the court discharged him of all charges. The soldiers also wounded hundreds of other innocent people. On January 1st, 2023, the military laid a siege on Ihube, Okigwe in Imo State, and burnt the town down. After the presidential election of the February 2023, the military and the political talks burned down the businesses of the Biafran people for no justifiable reasons in Lagos, Maduguri, Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, etc. The designation of Nigeria as having temporary protected status is a welcome development, and we equally request the U.S. government to use its influence and the leverage push for a renegotiation of Nigeria and a peaceful referendum for the indigenous people of Biafra to exit Nigeria, putting an end to decades-old hostility before it degenerates into another full-scale civil war, which would have been averted. Thank you all, the statement reads. So that is it, my people. Simon Ekpa has said it all. You see why I said that Simon Ekpa is doing a great job? You see why? You see, these are the things we are supposed to be doing, so that the world will not say, or international communities, or EU, UN, US will not say, oh, they are not aware of all this. We are bringing it to their table. They can't deny it anymore. That is why I say Samonekpa is doing a great job. Show me somebody that have done this kind of thing. Don't tell me somebody that have written to US and the EU, UN, and reminding them all of this. He pointed out places our people have been killed in cold blood for no reason. He's giving them facts. It's pointing out facts, telling them that this is what we want, and this is the reason we want this thing. We don't hurt anybody. We just want to preserve our lives. We just want to live peacefully, happily. We are being killed in a place that is supposed to be called a country. It's not a country. That place is a death ground. Like, no living human being supposed to be there. If others want to be there, we Biafrans don't want to be there. It's claiming our people's lives. Did you hear it? 160 people killed for no reason. 100 people again killed for no reason. 40 people killed for no reason. 50 killed in at Mazenam Kano's compound. Still, nothing has happened. We want freedom. Our people can't keep dying like this. No. We are not forcing anybody to go with us. We want freedom. That is what we want. Conduct a peaceful referendum. Let the people choose. Samonekpa, you are really trying. God will guide and protect you, strengthen you more and more, give you more courage and more strength. These are the things we're talking about. When we talk about awareness, this is it. Creating awareness, this is the awareness we're supposed to be creating. Pointing out all these things. For them not to say, oh, we are not aware of all this. They are aware of it. They are. It's not just giving our people temporary whatever it is. We want freedom also. Nigeria is not safe for Biafrans. And we can't continue being there. Now, we can't continue being in a place that is claiming our people's lives every day. We can't. We have tried. The amalgamation has expired since 109 years ago. 100 years has passed. And another 9 years has put on it. Going to 10 years. Going to 110 years, the amalgamation expired. Still, they don't want to let go. Going to extra 10 years, they still don't want to let go. Is it not time for US, EU, or EU, UN, whichever? Is it not time for you people to do the needful? Have we not tried? It's true that freedom is not being given. It's being taken. We are calling on you people peacefully to give us this freedom peacefully. If we decide to take it by ourselves, it will be more bloodier than 1966 to 1970 or 1967 to 1970 war, civil war. I'm telling you, you people, the honest truth, because it's going to wake that spirit that we have been trying to suppress. More than 5 million Biafran, not 5,000, not 5, not 15, 5 million, not 500,000, 5 million Biafrans were killed during the civil war for no reason, for Nigeria to continue being one. And that amalgamation has expired since 109 years ago, going to 110 years. They still don't want to let go. It's obvious they want us to take the freedom by force. And let's see how these people who have been calling upon now will come for peace talk. So that is it, my people. I will stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. Still one and only Ada Biafra. Thank you.